Hey everyone, your DM Josh here. A couple of episodes ago, I believe it was episode 9, the end of House of Spoops, we said we would let you know if things would get a little extra dark, more so than the normal dark and evil nature of this world. This is absolutely one of those episodes. So if the discussion of self-harm, self-esteem annihilation, or any just severely dark chatter is going to rattle you or make you feel super uneasy or not just be in a good place that is maybe unsafe for you, you may want to give the end of the episode a pass. Your clue of when that would start to happen is when a long rest is about to occur. Not to give any spoilers, but that's as unspoilery as I can get. So just keep an eye out for that, and if you are starting to feel like it's not working for you for whatever reason, we completely understand. I don't believe missing it would cause you to miss much in the realm of story. It is more for character development. Just be forewarned.
What kind of side of these three are the bravest or the dumbest people we've ever met? Probably just the dumbest. This is a real fucking stupid plan. So what have I got to my advantage, other than my good looks? Kent's got that gun. Too afraid to use it though. All he does is talk a big game. But he's trusting, he's kind, he's a little bit lost though. I'd be bringing him around with a little bit of charm. Finn's got himself a dragon. Don't really know where he found it. Got a good head on his shoulders. But he didn't trust me. Won't have to change that. The two that were escorting don't seem ready for a fight at all. The man's barely on his feet after punching Strahd in the face. Took guts that. And the girl don't carry herself like a fighter. Hopefully she's got the brains to hide when the shit starts flying. Alright, so stick close to Callista. She seems a fair hand at a fight. Knows how to find a weak spot. But she ain't got any armour. Got a hot head too. Could easily lead her around. Alright, Ferguson. Let's do what we do best. Save these fucking idiots. And cleanse this place.
The ground floor has been converted into a makeshift kitchen, but the room is filthy. Baskets and old dishware are piled everywhere. Adding to the clutter is a chicken coop, a heavy wooden trunk, and a pretty wooden cabinet with flowers painted on its doors. In addition to the clucking of the chickens, you hear toads croaking. The sweet smell of pastries blends horridly with a stench that burns your nostrils. The awful odor comes out of an open, upright barrel in the center of the room. Warmth issues from a brick oven against one wall, and a crumbling staircase ascends a wall across from it. In the room with you are two young, not great-looking women who just brought you inside, and they are kind of next to each other, pushing each other, cackling and making little whispering things to themselves, but also trying to bring you all inside from the heavy downpour storm from outside.
Did you say that the pastries smelled delicious or terrible? I can't remember.
The sweet smell of pastries blends horridly with a different stench, which is coming from a barrel in the center of the room.
Got it. I'm just gonna be like, you have a lovely place here. And I want to look over to the crew and be like, no, this place is terrible.
Thank you, young one. What brings you this way in such weather?
Oh, we're just trying to get out of the rain, look for a place for shelter.
We are currently on our way to Valakai. Unfortunately, we had a run-in with some nefarious creatures, and we lost our beast of burden, and we had to walk the whole way. So the weather was kind of sudden, and thank you so much for allowing us to shelter ourselves away from the horrible rain.
Of course, we wouldn't want to leave anybody outside, especially such a sweet child as this one.
As she passed the hat of Kent.
I want to give her a dirty look.
Yes, he is quite a sweet child.
And a cutie.
Oh, he is.
And she goes right up to you and pinches your cheek way too hard.
That was me just making
He
fun
sure
of
is
him.
a cutie.
Sure, like
Guys, you have
There's
no
a cutie.
idea how red with anger it makes Kent, because he does not like being referred to as a child.
Can I also say I really like the idea of Kent deciding that he is going to be the spokesperson in this case?
Yeah, this will
Just be like, let me take care of this guy.
Yeah.
So you guys, if you would like, you can stay here. We do have food if you are hungry. To hold out in the storm. Would you guys like some pastries?
Do we need to roll for hunger?
I mean, it's up to you. Like, in this game, we really don't cover eating very much because I don't find the eating and shitting and all the normal stuff you would do in a normal day basis to be fun. But if you smell pastries and you guys want to react to those, that is up to you.
I am starved. Thank you so much. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm.
Can I roll for pastry knowledge in my real life?
So that you just know you're
you get
expert.
advantage.
Donna crit. I don't know about Callista though.
You can identify what the exact ingredients were for
This
the pastry.
Yes.
this puff pastry is wrong, baby. What is the? Can you actually tell me the description of the pastry?
Once I go to eat it.
What I can tell you is it smells like a mince pie. Sorry, mince meat pie.
Mincemeat pie.
Mincemeat
Okay,
pie.
those guys are actually disgusting.
Really?
In game and in real life.
So
mincemeat-
chopping up meat and putting it in a pie doesn't make it
but
delicious?
it's not.
It's mincemeat.
It's
No, I know.
mincemeat. So it's
I know.
it's
I'm
jelly,
aware.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
So Kent, you saying that, she goes,
Oh, exciting. Does anybody else want any?
No, thank you.
I'll take one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have one too. That sounds great.
Ismark and Arena, they're too just frightened of everything to eat. Like, they're kind of sick, especially seeing Strahd. So Ismark goes, we appreciate it, but no thank you.
Ooh,
And
alright.
Arena just kind of nods and like, yeah, I'm okay, thank you.
We're
How's
50-50 here, guys.
How's Ismark holding up after being blighted?
Oh, right.
I healed him. I healed him a bit, so he's better
Yes,
than
but
he would have
How's
been.
he generally holding up?
He's trying to put on a facade to be there for Arena because he knows that she's in a way worse situation than he can possibly be right now. So he's trying to keep the mood as good as possible. But you can tell he's staggering with it.
Gotcha. All right.
I would like to walk up to Ismark while like they're looking at like getting the pastries and all that stuff. Ismark, I know we had a ordeal outside. Just rest assured, we will make sure you are safe. Please rest. We have a long journey when we get back, so take the time to rest. We will make sure everything is okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you. If anything, and he kind of pulls away from Arena for a second and goes to you and goes, if anything does happen to me, please make sure you keep Arena away from Strahd. There is nothing worse than what he will do if he gets hold of her.
After what we saw, I believe it. I will do my best to make sure she is safe.
Thank you.
I thought you were gonna say keep her away from Kent, and I was like, whoa. Whatever
That
you
would
do,
also be a viable thing
keep
to
her
say.
away from that
Keep
little
her-
horny dog.
Keep her away from Kent.
Right, the only thing worse is Kent. Okay, so she gets the pastries. One of the sisters goes and gets the pastries. They haven't said they're sisters, but looking at the two of them, they look related. Like they look
Sisters?
really close. Yes.
No, but they're ugly, bro. They're ugly.
Listen, Kent hasn't gotten shit for a very long time.
That doesn't matter. I'm sure these
He's
people
not
look
picky
like
right now.
a warty foot. Let's all relax, okay?
So she goes to one of the sisters gets the pastries and brings over a pastry to Kent, to Ven, and to Callista, and just hands them off. They do smell quite good, and if you go to eat them, they will taste like a mincemeat kind of pie.
By the way, I want to stay near Callista, and before she can go to eat it, I want to try to stop her subtly.
Do you want to do this stealthily or like blatantly?
Stealthily.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check, please.
Can I inspect it, but like make it look like I'm just like cutting it open?
Starting off okay with a 16, guys.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Well, the
That sucked.
sister who rolled a natural 20 on her perception.
You fucked
check,
yourself, Josh. You go fuck yourself.
No.
You go to knock it out of the hand.
No, not knock it out of her hand. Just like nudge her and try to catch her eye and be like, don't do that. Yeah, what Nick is doing.
Like slowly moving your hand up to eat it, and then Drew just like pushes the hand back down. And then one more time, back down.
Just want to let Drew know that I wasn't actually going to eat it.
Okay, well,
Well,
Ferguson
now we're
doesn't know
fucked.
this.
So cool. But
Basically,
I wasn't
yeah.
actually going to eat it.
So the woman
Smart,
turns
smart.
to you and goes,
What? I'm sorry. Is there something wrong?
Oh, now I have to eat it. God.
Actually, nothing wrong. Just don't think they should be eating it.
Oh shit.
Why is that? Is it not up to flavor for you? Is there something wrong with giving hospitality to guests?
and the other sister now turns around from the oven
I'm
after
gonna
she was trying to put more in.
put my hand on
Ferguson.
Ferguson. I was actually gonna call him Rourke, and I don't know
What?
why.
He's had 3 characters so far, and that wasn't
Mickey
even one
O'Rourke.
of them.
Rourke. And then I was like, Mickey Rourke. And then I was like, that's an old guy that did a lot of drugs, so never mind.
Well, that's my new character name.
Mickey Rourke, guys.
He's
I'm
a
gonna-
grappler.
I'm gonna put my hand on Ferguson's shoulder, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm going to eat it. I just want to hold on to it. I don't know why he did that, but your hospitality is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it, honestly. And then I'm gonna turn to him, and I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna smile at him in a way where it's like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Really?
They're gonna turn back around to what they were doing, but give you another glare, Ferguson, of, don't be rude, kind of thing.
Deadpan stare back at them.
Okay.
If you don't relax, please,
can I break
this
it?
is not acceptable.
So we pan to Kent, who is breaking open the pastry.
I want to basically make it look. I want to inspect it. I want to just see if I see anything inside of it, or can smell of any poisons. Maybe
Make an investigation check.
It smells like mincemeat. It smells sweet,
I got a
but
4.
also gross.
It smells and looks good.
I was just gonna immediately turn to the group and be like, guys, these are gonna be delicious, and I hope that I don't stop and die when I eat.
I want to ask. I want to actually say, like, because they have a bunch of pastries, right? Yeah.
Bunch.
I want to ask, like, so, why exactly do you have so many pastries? Do you sell these? Do you make profit from them? What is the deal?
Of course, this is our business.
Oh,
We make pastries, we sell pastries, we go into the different towns and peddle our wares.
so what do you call them then? How do you present them?
We call them dream pastries.
Oh, motherfucker!
That's a clever name.
We like the slogan of, when you have them, you're in a dream. Because this place, you look around, it is not the best of places.
I wouldn't go that far. I've been in far worse.
That's a really good slogan.
I am
Why,
watching
thank you very much, girl.
Nick Mime eating this thing.
It's just slowly. I'm hoping that I don't get screwed. I hope somebody stops me, maybe, if I need to be stopped.
I'm going to walk over to Kent, and I'm going to put my hand on his back. And then I'm going to put his hat over his eyes so he can't look at the pastry. And I'm just going to turn to them, and I'm going to say, do you need any help making them? I love baking. I love baking.
Do I know what she's doing? Can I perceive? Do I catch on to her trying to stop me from eating it?
Let's say Nick Kent make an insight check, and Callista make a persuasion check.
Oh, natural 20.
Hey, it's lit.
You get the hint.
17?
Okay.
Plus whatever your
17. What am I rolling for?
persuasion.
Persuasion?
Plus 3. 20.
20.
Okay. The one sister goes,
Are you familiar with the art of baking?
Yes, queen. Yes, I am.
While she's talking to them, I just want to be like fumbling in my hat, like, because I'm just like playing along with like, I can't get out of my hat. It's too big for my head. Basically, I want to drop the pastry on the floor by accident.
So you drop the pastry on the floor.
Or not, maybe not drop the pastry. Maybe like squish it by accident. I'm going to go with squish it.
So they're not even paying attention to that right now because both of them look at each other and look at Callista and look back at each other and they go,
Of course you can help us. We would
Hey.
love the help.
and they show you exactly what they're doing to put the pastries in. There's not really a lot of the creation of it down here, but there is definitely the in the oven, out of the oven kind of nonsense going on down here.
It's like it's
So-
like a big line. I get it.
Yeah.
One of the sisters turns to the other and goes,
Bella, would you mind staying down here with everyone? I need to go back upstairs and prepare more ingredients. If you would like to stay down here and make sure they are all set for when they take their rest later.
and the other woman goes,
Oh, sure, Ophelia, sure. I will stay right down here and help you out with that. Not a problem. What was your name, dear?
Callista.
Callista. Callista, I'm Ophelia. It's a pleasure to meet you. I appreciate your help here. Let's get cooking. Everyone else, feel free to make yourself at home here.
So she shows you kind of around, make sure, you guys can pick a spot. It is a very cramped room.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of do want to like take a look around and like see what I see in the room.
Sure. Now, do you, I'm going to be very specific here. Are you trying to just take passive looks, or are you, like, blatantly going, what's this?
I mean, I'm just kind of like getting the layout of the room of like where we are, like not trying to make it like weird or anything. Like I'm like inspecting every single inch,
Touching all their
like
little
touching
knickknacks.
everything and things like that. I'm just like trying to get the layout of the room, like what's going on, what's the decor, what's on the tables, like what's around me.
Sure. So, the door that you came in on, I'm going to describe the room from there. It's a 20 by 20 circular room, so it's relatively tiny, and by 20 I mean feet. And because somebody on Twitter mentioned the fact that it is hard for people to realize the different measurements, because if they're not from America, it's a different measurement, I will also use squares. So thank you for pointing that out. I forgot who that was. So this is a 4x4 grid with a circle. To your left is the oven and all the cooking apparatus stuff. In the back corner, the back side is cabinets. And on the right side is a set of stairs. And there's a bunch of just mess and whatever in the middle, along with the barrel in the center of the room that has the awful odor coming out of it. So when you are taking a look around, you notice that the barrel holds a glistening greenish black substance, and it smells awful. In one of the cabinets, you see a bunch of wooden bowls. There's a bunch of herbs, baking ingredients, flour, sugar, some like just powderized different spices and such. On the inside of one of the doors, you see some locks of hair. You also see 3 small labeled containers that hold different liquids. The first elixir is labeled Youth and is a golden syrup.
Cool.
The second elixir is labeled Laughter, and it's a red tea-like substance.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one is a greenish milky liquid labeled Mother's Milk.
Okay. Would I identify these as potions, perhaps?
They would be potentially.
Okay.
You don't know.
Cool.
You would have to take a gander.
Well, funny enough, I have a feat called the Alchemist Feat.
You certainly do.
And if it is a potion, and it is within 5 feet of me, I can identify it as if I had tasted it.
No way.
Yeah.
That is
Cool.
pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
So,
That's why
Make-
he was so eager to use this, because he hasn't been able to use it yet and he's fucking itching.
make an investigation check on 3 of them.
Aren't there only 3 of them?
Yes.
The first one is
If I
16.
said 4, I would have thrown you for a loop.
So 16.
16. So the first one, Youth. You take it as a magical potion that would magically make the imbiber appear younger and more attractive for 24 hours.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Can't sit your ass down. Next.
All right, second one.
Since you're like 12.
I need him
What
to
do
tell
you-
me about this. So
You're already
If
12.
you were
what
to
do
take a youth potion, you would be 10, and everybody would think you were an actual
yes, but I
child.
would be more attractive.
No, that's
okay?
not.
Maybe
That's weird.
You're
Is
not gonna,
more
you're
attractive
not gonna get
fetus
your,
a thing?
You're not gonna get your dick wet at 10. Get out of here.
Come on,
The
guys.
second
don't
one was
think
a
I-
15.
I'm thinking about for the future.
So
I age a little bit.
15, the Laughter one is a non-magical red tea that infects the imbiber with cackle fever.
Okay. Go with the last one. 12.
You're not quite sure what the last one is.
Oh, that's the best
Okay.
one.
The last one was the Mother's Milk.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll walk away from those from now, maybe come back later.
Also in the room is a chicken coop that contains 3 chickens, a rooster, and a few laid eggs. And then there's a wooden trunk where the croaks are coming out of. You can guess that maybe there are some toads inside, but there are some tiny holes bored into the lid.
Okay. Then I do want to, since I did see the potions and identified what 2 of them could be, I turn to I guess she's speaking with Callista right now. And,
They are having the best of chats.
All right. Then I see that they're busy and I won't bother them right now.
We're real bros.
I see that.
Can I go over to Ven and be like, why can't I eat the pie? Because I don't know anything about it. And
Nobody
I assume
does.
that nothing's bad about this situation, right? I don't perceive of anything.
No, the fact that you'd be questioning it would only be because Donna stopped you. Callista stopped you. And that's only because Ferguson stops her for some reason.
Yeah, so I want to go to Ven because he's always the one that seems to know what the fuck's going on.
I'll say, I mean, we really don't know where we are. and what
But they're
we're
so
doing.
delicious.
I know, but let me see what's going on. All right.
All right.
All right.
When you settle this whole thing out, give me a signal because I'm gonna go ham on this sandwich.
All right.
Or this,
all right.
This
pie,
sandwich.
whatever,
I'm gonna
this
go
sandwich.
ham on this panini real quick.
I'm putting in requests.
Then I would also like you to make, let's see, let's make a general Arcana check.
21.
Then your Arcana check.
Mhm.
The reason for that was you're looking around and you're seeing potions, you're
Right.
seeing ingredients, you're seeing things that a normal person just wouldn't have chilling around.
Mm-hmm.
You are under the impression that they are practitioners of magic of some sort. Probably not the good type.
Yeah. Okay. I turn to Kent then, and I say, "So what I can tell, something is up. I don't want to go into details as to what they are, but just trust me. Just trust that there is some weird things here that aren't ordinary. But
Okay,
be calm, be courteous, be friendly, be Kent. You'll be fine."
Good. I'm gonna basically nod, tilt my hat, and be like, "This sounds like a mystery for the Barovia boys." And I want a splash of pew pew, like guns fingers back to back, like we're a mystery team. No? Can we be the mystery team of the team?
I turn to him and I say, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna walk away and ignore it.
Before you walk away, you hear
That boy is adorable. Man, I could just eat him up. He's great. Where did you find him? Is he one of yours?
Out of character, red flag. Red fucking flag. Eat him up? Eat him up. Really? You gonna just throw that out there? If Kent wasn't so fucking stupid, he would catch on in a heartbeat.
So
she says that to Callista.
when you make finger guns, also Arsene is also staring right in front of you.
Honestly, the mystery boys should be me and Arsene. But it's not
You
really
are.
the mystery boys, it should be the mystery crew. Me and Arsene. It's
I
our
love-
sitcom.
Crew is
I love
Mystery
the fact that
duo.
Nick has no idea, but he basically just did Pine Coleman and Pepper Tub.
Yep, I was thinking the same thing.
What's that?
It's from that campaign
Campaign.
From
podcast.
campaign. Two of the side
Okay.
characters became private detectives.
Oh,
4 episodes.
I didn't mean if I ripped anything
I mean,
off.
one
just
of
like
them's
No,
not
as
a
far as-
dragon,
I think it's
so
funny
you're
that
good.
you literally just did not, you know nothing about it, and you just went to the same place.
So she says that to you, and unless you guys are going to be doing anything else, we can just play out the rest of the night of Callista was helping to bake, you guys getting settled, and then going to go to sleep for the night, unless there is anything that will squash that idea.
I mean, eventually I'd like to go back and check out that potion again, but I know that Callista wanted to have a chat with the lady.
Yes.
It doesn't really pertain to much. I just kind of wanted to figure out, like, in
No,
character.
RP the shit. Talk. Do it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
cool.
Do it.
Go for it.
So, yeah, he's mine, but not in the mine sort of way. He's like my friend, but he's not really my friend. He's just somebody that we keep around, really. He's entertaining.
That's a very interesting dynamic you have in your group.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting dynamics. Anyway,
But where did you get involved in pastries?
well, let me tell you. So I
Orphanage.
used to help the headmistress at the orphanage bake, and we did a lot of that, and it was really exciting for me. And I really love baking and making things for other people. So, yeah.
Well, you're doing quite a good job. I appreciate your help here. You'll be able to take a free batch with you when you leave. Normally we charge people for this kind of stuff, but because of the weather and because you're helping, you are free to take a batch with you. That we have something on the road.
So what is actually in it? What is this dream sort of? I see here that you have a bunch of different potions and things like that in here. I also have a little bit of arcanic knowledge. Do you put a little bit of the fun stuff in?
Well, we like to dabble here and there. We don't like to share secret ingredients,
That's
but
fair.
of course, it helps you feel good. And that's what's important, isn't it? Especially in this dreary world here.
But like forever? Does it make you feel
No,
good
not forever.
Okay.
I want to
That'd be
break
some
in.
powerful magic.
Yeah.
I want to break in for 1 second, and while they're talking, Ferguson has posted up near the wall, but close enough that he can basically just he's basically just hanging around like an asshole, being suspicious of everybody, and close enough to the woman that anything goes down, he's within like 2 or 3 steps.
So this is a very tight quarters thing
I'm
going
aware.
on in here.
He's jammed up against the wall, but like very close to the two, Callista and
Ophelia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that Ven, Kent, Ismark, and Arena are probably against the other wall, like by the stairs. Ferguson is probably posted right at the front door,
Okay, that's fine.
because that's kind of how the room works out. Yeah, you guys continue talking it up, and
I also
she
wanted to ask her
presses-
one more
yeah.
question.
Yeah, of course.
So, is what you put in these pastries what's in that barrel over there? Or
No, that would be disgusting.
would it? Yeah. So what is it?
That's, we use it for, well, you know, arcane stuff. We enjoy our own magic of all sorts. It helps us with spells. You know how spells have components. That's just one of the components we need.
A fish
They
smelling component?
seem very open.
Oh, do you know magic too? Little boy.
Nope, not one bit, none whatsoever. But you guys
He's-
seem so friendly.
I do.
He sometimes pretends. He sometimes pretends to know, but then he just starts shooting off finger guns, and it gets a little awkward, and everybody needs
To
to
pew.
leave.
I mean, my magic is a
Yeah.
little different, but I also do magic.
Can I inspect the barrel, or like
Yeah, make an investigation check.
if it's arcane, I have like
That works. Arcana is
extensive
fine. And Ven, if you'd like to do an Arcana
Wisdom.
as well.
I wanna. When they ask if I know magic, I want to do like a disappearing thumb
Jesus.
trick.
25.
And do I impress them?
She still thinks you're adorable.
Yeah, but like, do I blow their fucking minds? That's what I'm asking.
No.
You blew my brains out. I'm dead on the floor. Callista's gone.
Ven, what was yours?
So Donna got a 25, I got an 8.
Okay, and also Ferguson, can you make an investigation check, please?
I want to make a rabbit appear out of my hat. Two
Performance
I'd
check.
be impressed.
15.
Ferguson and Callista, you both know that this ichor is a greenish-black demon ichor. You would know that this could potentially be used for a scrying spell. That's as much as you can probably get from it, but demon ichor, you are getting the impression that is probably not on the good side of things.
Is it flammable?
It doesn't say, but I will say yes, because flammable is fun. So
Guys,
yes.
we've been threatening to burn a house down since day one.
I'm not
so I
planning
think
to
it's
do
time.
anything. I'm just.
To be fair,
I'm
the
just-
second
Hey,
that
this is the
she
most.
asked that, I
This
thought,
is the most thought
can
and
burn this place
originality
down.
I've put into this game for myself in a long time. Let's all relax. Okay? So,
Drew, you were saying?
Oh, I was saying the second that she asked that, I was like, I hope he says yes because I can burn this whole fucking place down.
okay.
Drew, you arsonist.
You
You name all your
animal!
characters.
I
Anything else you'd like to press?
Yeah. Just a question for you. So, did I get the sort of sense that these pastries just make you feel happy? They don't put you to sleep, though.
You would not know.
I was actually going to take
Okay,
a bite.
can I ask her?
You can ask her. Her response to that question will be,
They just make you feel good. You'd have to try it for yourself to see how good it makes you feel. It's different for each person.
Actually, while they were having their conversation, I was going to take a bite.
okay,
And
you
test
take a bite. And if your character would like mincemeat pies, you think it's good.
Cool.
It does taste delicious.
It's good.
Is he hiding the fact that he ate the mincemeat pie?
Yummy. So good.
So wait, what?
You don't? Do you hide that you're
yes,
eating
yes,
it?
yes.
Like,
I do hide that.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
eating it.
Cool, because Kent's hungry as shit, and if he would have seen you eating it, he would have gone right for
No,
it.
you
Do I taste anything weird about it, though?
It tastes like a mincemeat pie.
I'm cool with it. But I don't tell Kent that I took a bite.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
Okay.
The
Are
night.
you guys plotting against Kent?
No, honey. We're trying to save you.
Yes, we're trying.
Um,
I did an experiment. Basically just did an experiment.
Yeah. Go half elves. Where's this other woman? Sorry.
She's, oh yeah, she's upstairs still, isn't she? Getting
Yeah, she's
ingredients?
upstairs prepping ingredients. Yeah, that's what she said she was going to be doing, was
Yeah.
making sure that everything was A-okay.
Okay, cool.
Upstairs, because there's multiple
Ask
parts
what's
to
upstairs.
the production
What's
of these
upstairs?
pastries.
Ask what's upstairs.
What's upstairs?
The rest of the windmill, we can't just do everything down here. It's a very small, cramped space. You got the rest of the windmill, you create the flour, mix the ingredients,
wheat and
put everything
everything?
together.
That's
yeah, of
so
course.
amazing.
Yeah, that's what the windmill's for. We are very fortunate to have it.
Do you make the mincemeat upstairs as well?
Oh, we do everything here. We get some ingredients from different towns and such, but we do everything together here.
I see. What kind of meat do you use?
Well, for what we can really find here and there, we got some horses if necessary. There's some stray dogs here and there, but we really try to stay towards the better meat if possible.
I see. That's very cool. I'm honestly so impressed with this, and I'm gonna... Did I see Ven eating that pastry?
Ven, stealth check, please.
14.
Callista, perception check, please.
7.
No.
17 for paranoid.
Who is this man? He just coming in here doing what everybody else is doing.
And Kent as well, please. Since we're at it, make a perception check.
Kent's looking for the sign from Ven, and he got a 17. Wait, perception.
Fuck. Oh god.
Not natural 20.
Ferguson and Kent, you both see it.
Yo, we eating this now? I want some. I want to eat it.
I go down to
Right.
Kent. I go over to Kent and I say,
good.
Kent, come here for a second. I have to talk to you for a second. And I walk over towards the side.
As I'm slowly eating it, I'm like, oh, okay. I go over to Ven.
Kent, do you know anything about half-elf anatomy?
Nope.
Or elven
None whatsoever.
anatomy, for that matter?
Are you gonna show him your dick?
No. Fuck you. Anyway. So, there is
Pull it out.
a little thing.
Oh my
Let's
god.
just do it.
This kid is so dry right now.
Crazy.
He's just like in a
Crazy.
desert.
Sorry, continue.
So, they call them dream pastries, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think that implies?
Phew, they're probably so delicious that they send you into a dream.
Yes.
Wait a second.
So, a little thing about half-elves, we cannot be put to sleep like that.
For real?
For real.
For real, not for play.
We
Mm.
have a way around magical, arcane sleep spells and such.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I did taste it. To be fair, it was okay. But
Okay.
just be aware that I do not think it would have the exact same effect on you or Ferguson. Callista would be fine.
Okay. All right.
But
Fine.
keep in mind, I mean, I don't necessarily know. If it is just that, then, I mean, you would just be put to sleep. And it would just be you. We are here and we could protect you if you really, really wanted to try it. But keep in mind that that could possibly be the side effect.
All right. Well, I'm not really that hungry right now, so I'm gonna hold off. But I'm probably gonna get hungry pretty soon. We should find some food.
Did Ferguson do anything when he saw me eat it?
He got real worried. Basically, oh shit, we're all gonna die in here.
I want to go.
We're all gonna die down here.
Do I notice
Yeah.
Ferguson be worried that I ate a pastry?
We're gonna fucking die in here.
I mean, Ferguson, are you hiding that fact?
No, I'm openly
Okay.
staring at him.
You would see it.
No.
I'm gonna go stand over near Ferguson then,
What are you doing?
Okay.
and just be like, "We're good. Don't worry. Don't eat the pastries."
Wasn't gonna do it. You shouldn't be in here.
Well, I'm fine.
The fuck's wrong with you?
Don't worry. We're fine. I just
ain't
did a little
fine.
experiment. I mean, if anything happened to me, you guys were here though, so I'm not afraid.
This ain't the time to be experimenting. We're in the fucking den.
In a fucking den.
Heard what I said.
So, anything else you guys like to do?
I want to go over to Callista and be like, hey, so we don't know how long you're going to be with us. You threatened already to die 2 minutes ago, so can you give me any pointers on how to pick up women?
Me?
Keep in mind, she is still helping Ophelia out. So Ophelia
then
hears
after
this.
she was done. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Never
So
mind.
after she's done, you can do after she's done.
Wait, I'm
Yeah,
very
I'm good.
confused. What are we talking about?
He's asking you to help him pick up women.
I need any pointers that could help me like relate better to women.
And as soon as I hear
or-
him say that, you just hear Ven go, "Oh Jesus Christ," and walk away. Or
So
Yes,
before
no, absolutely, I will help you.
Oh,
Number one.
thanks, buddy.
Yeah, of course. Number one rule. All right, ready?
Not
Do you want to sit
Callista.
down for this?
Wait, hold on. Take out some sort of writing utensil. Lick the tip. Start writing.
phrasing.
Yeah, like
Phrasing.
the tip.
There we go.
Are you really ready for this? Because this is like the number one rule. You will get every woman in the entire world if you follow this one rule.
Yeah. Let me know. What's up?
Don't be a little fucking cock. And I walk off.
The look of shock on Ken's face. He's frozen there for at least 2 minutes.
So I'm
That's it,
going to
that's
say
all.
that happens after Ophelia finishes baking with Callista, wishes you
Oh my
all
god,
a good night.
that's my new show! Baking with Callista. Dun-dun-dun.
We all have spin-offs after this.
Yeah, it's like the Chew, only we'll die.
So she wishes you all a good night and hops upstairs, and you hear the chattering upstairs between Ophelia and Bella. While you guys are downstairs, you guys have that very intimate chat between you two.
I'm
And-
gonna
Thank you.
pet his head after, because then I feel a little bit bad about it, because she's being a little bit mean. But we're still friends
Callista
here.
has a soul.
Of course I do.
So anything you guys like to do, or would you guys like to pass out?
No, somebody
Do we want
stay
someone to
up.
stay keep watch?
Yes, we do. We do. That's like as soon as she's gone, Ferguson's like, okay, somebody got to say Ike.
I think me and you should be doing that, Ferguson.
I can do
Oh, that's
it as
fucking
well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to?
Wait, is everybody volunteering for first watch?
We got.
Yeah.
I want Ken to be like, oh, you, I would do it, but
Just got to sleep,
like,
Kent.
You guys are
You
all
could just
very-
go to sleep.
You guys
Don't
already
stress
fi-
yourself out
we
about
didn't-
it. Go to bed.
We
Go to
weren't
bed.
going to have you do the watch. You can go to sleep
Pass the fuck out.
while eating the pastry.
I see like that every day.
Ismark and Arena will be against the stairs, and one of the boxes just kind of propped up. They're dozing in and out of sleep. They can't really get comfortable, and honestly, they're a bit too shocked to do much, but they are falling in and out of sleep. So, who would like to take first watch?
Ferguson will take first watch.
Yeah, I'll take second watch.
I'll
Okay.
take fourth watch.
And I'll have 11.
There is no fourth
You'll
watch.
take second breakfast, is what you'll take.
Yeah. For real.
You
Thanks,
hobbit
Bilbo.
fuck.
During first watch, I'm going to ask something, and it's going to seem very strange that I'm asking, and it will trigger some possible reactions, but you can't
Bring it
metagame
on.
this. Does anybody have ethereal sight?
Not that I know of.
Ethereal
I-
sight?
Ethereal sight.
I don't think any of us do.
Well, I'm pretty sure since none of us are fucking dragons, no.
I mean, I
Okay.
kind
This
of
is when we
am.
could have used Mikhail.
Yeah,
Yes.
with his magic
Does
eyes.
Mikhail have ethereal sight?
Okay.
Gerblins.
I don't know.
No, he had magic eyes and he
Does-
saw goblins.
No.
I mean, what?
No,
You
what
can't
is her
tell
name?
me no.
Does your dragon have
Uh,
ethereal sight?
Arsene?
No.
So then
okay,
what
that's
the
also
fuck
why
is
I was
she
asking.
good
I don't think
for?
she does.
I mean, she's a
What
dragon.
is
She
she
should.
good for?
She
Check,
should.
because
She
this is
should have.
important.
What do they call it? Perfect sight.
No.
True sight.
She's only got dark vision.
So then what is she
That's
good
weird because
for?
dragons have like
She's a
true
little
sight.
badass.
or
She's
some
also
shit. I
young,
don't-
so
Yeah,
it's
she's
possible
still
they
Yeah.
she's
can,
still a
yeah.
small dragon. So
Grow
no.
up.
All right.
But-
I mean, I
Grow
agree.
the
Grow
fuck
up.
up.
Okay.
She's always just like. Meh.
Yeah.
She's always just sitting there, rolling her eyes at people. Her name's
At most,
little
she
eyes.
gets-
She's got the
Rubs.
worst haircut.
At
right
most, Arsene gets dark vision out to 60 feet and blind sight up to 10 feet.
Her
That's it.
scales look fucking disgusting.
now. Right.
God,
Like,
clean up after
So
yourself.
yeah, the only thing she
Okay.
get are dark vision and blind sight. That's it.
So, Ferguson, you're keeping watch. So, you're noticing that people are drifting off to sleep. And specifically, it looks like Callista and Kent are just having some nightmares. Callista, we will start with you. You fall off to sleep, and you're struggling through some early on thoughts of your old party, through the death house itself, thinking back to when everyone died. Kind of knocks back into the memory of when Vent and Callista were talking and handed off the spell book over to Callista, and she looks up at her old wizard friend, where he smiles, where she passes off the book, and she looks down, looks back up, and notices his broken face, blood pouring from one of his eyes. And you flash back to the death house and how he's being eaten and his arms being plucked from his body. Outside the death house, and you are now in the hub of Barovia, the village, where the tavern is and the store is. And you look off towards the church, to the church, and you're inside the door, and watching as Doru, the vampire spawn, is eating the flesh on the stomach of his father, still hanging from the bell, which you remember him getting chopped down from, but he's strung right back up, and Doru is feasting on him, happily saying how much his hunger has gone away. To the hub, into the tavern. You look, and you see the walls painted in blood. The bartender still cleaning the glasses, but the glasses aren't really clean, as you notice his right hand is missing, and blood is mixed in with every dry towel he's using to clean each glass. And he turns over to you. 1 copper for a cup. 1 silver for a pitcher. And goes back and starts to clean. To Barovia, and you look down towards the death house, and the entire way is paved in blood and heavy footsteps. You look down towards the Burgomaster house. Inside. You look up and around, and you don't see Abraham. You don't see Mikhail. He's gone. And you turn around to face the door to walk back out, and you notice Abraham's body stapled above the door with his sword cane through his throat. And all he can say is, Strahd must be praised, Strahd must be praised, Strahd must be praised. And he starts to laugh to himself as he hangs there, which you don't know exactly how he's getting to say because the sword cane is through his windpipe, but the voice is coming out anyway. To the hub. And you're starting to notice the footprints leading to the death house of big boots, the prints of which you recognize, belonging to probably a large armored man or humanoid figure. You follow the footsteps slowly. There's no teleportation forward anymore. There's no drifting around the dream. You are following them forward. As you come across your own body, pushed into the ground, your short sword through your throat, into the ground, with the hilt all the way up. You also notice 3 sharp spear marks down your body. 1 through your shin, 1 through your forearm, and 1 through your shoulder. And you pass your body and continue on to the death house, where the iron gate is no longer standing. It is pushed off to the side. And you look up at the front door, which is swung completely open. And there's a handprint on the door of a large gauntlet hand with a fried handprint, I guess you could say, which would probably be done by a crackling electric energy. And you hear something from the inside. You hear a light singing of Calivore. My God, my core, please take these souls forevermore. More, 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 more. And a laugh follows. And goes to darkness. Kent, your time.
No.
So Kent,
You said Califor. I was like, is he about to sing Califor?
That's what I thought was gonna happen, to be honest.
That'd be a very different thing.
I was very concerned for a second. I was like, I think he just broke the whole game.
So Kent, you find yourself in also a familiar memory from recent past, when you were passing the gallows, and remembered back to when you got your hat and your gun, and you look down, and it's the aftermath of the 2 men or humanoid figures who killed each other while one was trying to take the woman away, or there's a scuffle. You don't know, but you know that one man approached, which was the guy with the cowboy hat and the gun, and stopped whatever was going to happen from happening. And the woman stands up, as you remember in your memory. She comes over to you and puts a hand on your shoulder. She goes, "You really did nothing. You just stood there. And you just watched the whole time. As they fought and died. And I woke up and I thought it was you. But you little coward. You sat there, didn't even correct me. You just took the thanks like a selfish child. You're no hero. You don't deserve any of this. That man with the gun and the hat, that was his. And not only are you a coward, you're a thief. And you stole what made that man special. You are not special at all. You're a kid in disguise. You get taken out. And you end up at a lake. You don't recognize the lake at all, but you just see an expanse of water. And there's a single boat out in the lake. With an older man on it, probably middle age or so. And he's picking up a child. It's a small girl. And even from across the lake, you see the girl's head just kind of tilt towards you. And the man's head tilt towards you as well. And he goes, "You won't do nothing about this either." And you go up, right in front of the girl. She goes, "She was right. You are a coward. You can't help me either. You won't help anybody. You just sit and watch." And the man drops her into the water. Would you like to try and help her?
I would like. Oof.
What would you like to do?
I want to hesitate for a second, and then I want to go to try to help her, or move to help and catch the girl.
You go to reach forward, and you realize you can't move. There's not a thing you can do. You go to take steps forward, you realize you can't reach or anything. You look down, and you're just a common person. You're missing your hat. You don't even have your guns at your side. You're just plain clothes. You're slightly ragged clothes from before you went off adventuring, before you had any chance of a life that you are now living. And you watch as she goes bloop into the water. And you start to get pushed into the water as well, trying to follow her, trying to catch her, but not your own movement. You were being pushed down there. And finally you're able to put a hand out through some strength in your head. You are reaching out. And she doesn't grab it. She goes, "I'd rather die than be saved by you." She just drowns, and you watch her die as the bubbles come out of her mouth. And life goes straight from her eyes. You go. And one last vision. And you see yourself. It's just your face. And it kind of zooms out from that close up and seeing your body, and you're dressed as you are. But there's darkness around you. There's no discernible environment. And something weird too is you don't even have your cowboy hat on. It's more of a jester hat. Something to make you look even more ridiculous than you usually look. And you take the gun from your belt. And you load it. And you point it at your face. And you fire. And your nose gets shot straight off. And you smile. And you wink. And you tip your hat. Fire. Smile. Wink. Tip your hat. Do that for 5 times. And the 6th bullet, you cock it. Point it at your head. Look up. And go, "Man, ain't I the coolest?"
Taking Initiative is a product of the Spark Network. Imagine what your idea can do. For updates on the show, future news, and all things nerd, visit us on thespark.network. If you wish to conjure us on social media, you can cast message on Twitter with the handle @TI_pod, Facebook at the Taking Initiative Podcast page, and Tumblr at takinginitiativepodcast.tumblr.com. If you enjoyed the show, please leave us a review on iTunes, as it helps us grow so we can put out more content for you.
I'm Josh Perot, and I'm the DM. You can find me on Twitter at XyroxisTheBeard. That's XIROXIS the Beard.
This is Jonathan Buckmaster. I am the voice of Vendelar Greymeyer. You can find me on Twitter at Bucky_Masters.
Donna Fenimore as Callista Bergensen. You could find me on Twitter at Donna Pastry.
Oh, this is Drew Tillman and I play Ferguson. You can find me over on Twitter at NotADeadDrew.
This is Nicholas Figueroa, and I play the sometimes rude but always lovable Kent Brickwood of the East Farthing Brickwoods. You could find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at NicoFigs. That's at NIKOFIGS.
This episode was edited by John Buckmaster and Josh Perot. The Barovian Rhapsody theme song and additional music were created by Neil Martin. You can find him on Twitter at BardicMartin. All additional music is from Kevin MacLeod in the Incompetech website. You can find more information on those songs in the episode's description. The Barovian Rhapsody logo was created by Kati Kawaguchi of Nerds on a Roll. You can find her on Twitter at _KidKatie. To credit the classes used in this episode, the Gunslinger class, played by Nick Figueroa, and the Bloodhunter class, played by Drew Tillman, were both created by Matthew Mercer. The Pendragon class, played by John Buckmaster, was created by Daresight Phantom on Reddit. The Rogue class, played by Donna Fenimore, is straight from the D&D 5th edition Player's Handbook. The D&D 5e rule set and the Curse of Strahd module are both property of Wizards of the Coast. If you're enjoying the show, feel free to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Taking Initiative. There you can find bonus content and early access to episodes.